very much for anybody who is during the aftermath of the live for joining, listening in. Um, and also, as well as anybody who may be currently watching this live from the previews. So, if you are from there, feel free to join on in. It is the Aries reading for you guys. So, if you are an Aries, or maybe even just have a Aries placement in your zodiac sign, by all means, jump on in. So, I tried to get your guys' reading 2 days ago, and I basically was like being called into a couple of card. card. I was being called into a lot of work shifts. So I did what I could to make it as soon as possible for you guys. So anyway, this is your reading, Aries. Finally. So the first card that is popping out for you guys is none other than the Four of Cups. So you guys could be dealing with somebody that is kind of missing a point in some way, hence the title of the live. Somebody had a ticking time bomb in their life, and you were aware of it. So basically, it was a moment of them not knowing until the very moment of that time bomb, metaphorically hitting them hard. We do have Empire in. How you doing, Empire? I'm doing great. How about you? So, let's see what else besides the Four of Cups would like to show up that would further describe that section of the past for Aries. Let's see here. That one, okay. And that one. All right. So the first describer card for the Four of Cups is the Three of Pentacles, which is very interesting. This person could have been messing around with some other people, trying to have this person on other terms or parties, trying to fall in love with this person of yours. It could be a third party that I could be relevating about for you guys, or this could be maybe even as much as your person that could be trying to see what the life of a player is. So yeah. We do have some more people that just joined in. How are you, Tarun? Thank you for being here. So Tarun said, I spent 30K grands on pool party nightclub. All right. Empire said, please, Jay, I would like, or even love, a short reading from you, please. I'll definitely get that in for you, Empire. Let me get through the rest of Aries reading, and I'll get it at the very end for you. So we have. Should I add the three Z's to your name when pronouncing it, or should I just say Raden? Um, yeah, feel free to let me know how I should pronounce your name. If it is ZZZ Rodden, or if it's just Rodden, and the Z's are just for like a cool little effect to your name kind of a thing. So yeah, just let me know. Um, Empire is like, welcome in. Please let me hit the like button. Please subscribe, share, comments, and yeah. Welcome to read. Welcome to Raiden. Cool. We do have the next card that is clarifying the Four of Cups is the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is kind of like a representation of maybe somebody that's dancing around, trying to have fun. And here's where things get a little sour. Knight of Swords. So I think a couple of you, or maybe if not a lot of you, have heard this term before, which is if you, and a little bit of a heads up warning for some of you who don't want, bad language or adult language. Just a little bit of a heads up for you guys. But anyway, I will not also hold back from saying the actual word. So just a little bit of heads up for you guys. The term goes as, if you fuck around, you find out. Or if you mess around more, the more you'll find out. So basically somebody was messing around outside, having some fun with somebody, and then boom, that person got messed up. So yeah, and take it whether you you have it or leave it. This person could be a third party or may not be a third party, and it's actually your person. Just take it or leave it with that. Or if not, maybe it could be just a fellow friend of yours. For some of you. So yeah. So Empire said, you are off today, Mr. J. I'm at work. Jay, LOL. That's funny. All right. Well, looks like we have yet another past energy main card to talk to you guys about the upcoming past energy to tell you about. We have the Eight of Pentacles, which is kind of referencing some kind of somebody that is trying to repeat something, trying to continue something in terms of, kind of like keep going until you've completed it fully. Or somebody that could be trying to practice for some kind of test. Or it could be somebody that is trying to test themselves to either if they're trying to hold back from somebody, or test themselves in terms of trying to go towards somebody in some way. Either way of those, take it or leave it. Just like always, you know. I'm seeing somebody like going like they have some kind of like projective action where it's like they're going like, well, if I do this, then that will happen, or if I do this, then I'll achieve that. And I feel like with what is this upcoming card, the one that I have showing the backside to you guys about, something might not go their way. The Hierophant, which is the clarifier to the Eight of Pentacles. So, so I know, I feel like you guys have heard about this phrase a lot of times, where it's like somebody is trying to achieve their own will, trying to achieve their own godforsaken plan. But guess what? God is watching. God is watching. So this could be in reference to possibly either if it's still this third party, or if it's or if it's somebody completely different from that, where it's it could be a friend of yours, or maybe maybe it's your person that's trying to figure out how to get something right, or maybe they know of how to get it right, but it's like maybe people are like trying to push each other, going like, hey, I slid in his DMs, or I slid in her DMs. No, I slid in her DMs. Like it's like kind of like false, not false prophet. It's how do you describe it? It's false followers, if you may say. Somebody like a group of people that is trying to be like, hey, look, that's the person that I DM'd. That's the person that I wanted to be with. And someone else comes around and goes like, I DM'd that person. And then a third person goes like, no, you both lying. I'm with that person. And another person goes like, I know y'all lying because I'm the one who went with that person. And it's just like pylon on top of pylon on top of pylon on top of pylon. And it's just like, maybe this person is getting a little bit like, yeah, and starts walking off. And kind of goes like, these people are not to be trusted, not to be taken in for a grain of salt. And kind of like they have some kind of knowing of what these people are trying to do. So that's what maybe your person is understanding, or maybe a friend of yours is trying to understand. If not, maybe the third party is kind of just like being a little partyish and like going to nightclubs and stuff like that, going like, let's get this party started, and all the people going like, yay, and they're all wooing, going like, yeah, and this is gonna be awesome. And like everybody's, stripping clothes, doing lap dances, things like that. And basically, that just shows that you're just like, you know what, that person's not meant for me. I'm not with that person. And it's like a little bit of a confirmation where it's like you knew that person was not for you. And it was kind of like, God saying, like, going like, I hear your statements, I hear what you plead for, and this is your confirmation. So, yeah. Also, alongside all that, there is somebody that may be a little bit dreamish with the moon card. Somebody that is going like, well, if I could just get up there, I can have some fun. Or maybe somebody's like, man, I wish I could be that person. While maybe you're the one that's on top of the gate going like, you wish. So it's kind of like these dogs are going like, hey, I want to get up there. And basically the cat's going like, yeah, you thought you could. Us cats can jump up here. You dogs are only meant for, hopping from one side of the fence to the other, while us cats can jump onto the fence and get to the other side. So you guys have something that not a lot of people actually have. So that's very interesting. What is our third situation for the past? The Knight of Wands, which is very interesting. Somebody could be pretty much in a chasing mood, or I see here. Maybe they're shaking their ass, going like, okay, I need to get that. I need to get that. Kind of, this is giving me kind of like, they've already gone past the shiny object stage of their life, and now they're kind of just like, okay, if I just get that, I can be victorious. So that's kind of like what's happening in this third stage of the past energy for you guys. Is somebody may have already, or maybe is close to doing some kind of pounce on something, depending on if it had happened or is about to happen. Let's describe this Knight of Wands a little bit further. What would like to show up about that? Okay, interesting. So we have the King of Pentacles. So somebody was paid to do so. Somebody was ultimately paid to do so. And now, once they achieve this such thing, they're gonna regret it. And big time. You'll probably see that look on their face of like the look of I won, but at what cost kind of a face, where it's like I achieved what I wanted, but what did it cost me? But it's like behind that statement of what they're saying within themselves, maybe they already know exactly what they lost, where it's like they lost A, B, C, D, things like that, where it's like it could be they won this situation, but they lost their house, or they won this situation and they lost their lover. They won this situation, but they lost their car. Kind of like that thing. Anything else to describe this Knight of Wands for the Aries? There was a little bit of a jump up. Let's see if we can catch that one again. Yep, that one. All right, cool. So we do have the Four of Wands. Or four. Oh my God. Maybe some of you could be dealing with the Four of Wands energy. That's just a little bit of like a freebie for you guys. But other than that, some of you guys inside this field of energy, you could be dealing with this Six of Wands energy coming from this person, where it's like this person is like, okay, I really need to just leave, walk away, kind of thing. Where it's like they're walking away, going towards their true purpose, but there's like a whole bunch of people going like, hey, they're for me. This man is mine. This woman is mine. Kind of just like street crowd kind of a thing, where it's like they're waving signs, or they're waving flags, or they're waving staves up in the air, going like this person's not supposed to go that way. They're supposed to stay here. And it's maybe it's like somebody that's stuck in a riot of some sort that is about this person. So yeah. Anyway, for the future energy of the lovely Aries, what would like to show up for that? Future energy for Aries. We have this. Oh, okay. Looks like our cards are being brought out a little bit quicker than usual. All right. So we have Death for the first card of the future. Somebody could be either metaphorically dying, or man, God forbid, for somebody who is actually dying. God forbid that this person that is dying, honestly, somebody that is maybe very close to you, that maybe is down to their last breath, or maybe something very tragic happened and they passed. Man, I hope them a good, clear guidance from Jesus, from God. Maybe for some of you more Islamic people out there, Allah. And even some of you people that are more Jewish, bringing in the gods that are brought together in those terms to guide your friend or your family member, or somebody that you know of that is physically passing away. I wish them a nice, clear passage forward into their spirit life. So yeah. Also, some of you maybe something about this picture here. Maybe somebody could be recognized as maybe a house cleaner of some sort. Somebody that could be recognized as somebody that's dealing with technology, since a vacuum cleaner has some technology to it. So maybe it just depends on what this person may be or representative of. So anyway, we did have some comments not too long ago. We do have, just want to make sure I read that name correctly. It is Samiksha. How you doing, Samiksha? She said, "Hey, I'm a 10th grader from India, which is a big turning point of someone in India, and I am kind of worried about my grades. So, any help?" Stay tuned for the ending of the Aries live. So I'm gonna get your personal up pretty soon. Okay, so keep in tune for your personal reading at the end, and I'll definitely answer your question. Empire said, "I need to know if Ella's having another relationship or working on healing himself, or jealous someone might take her woman away from him." Yeah, we'll make that your question, Empire, for me to read. So I'll get to that by the end of our Aries specific reading. Yeah. Samiksha said, "Yep, that's correct." And all right, we'll be waiting. Cool. I'll see you then. By the very tail end of our reading. All right. Anything else that would like to go along with the subscriptive cards that came out already? All right. Not quite yet. All right. So we have our first descriptive card of the Death card is the Two of Swords. So somebody could be either already have decided or is just in denial of something with that big X on the Rider-Waite Tarot. Because the Rider-Waite Tarot has like somebody crossing two swords and showing that there's some kind of denial about something, or maybe somebody kind of made some kind of strike about something, metaphorically, or it could be somebody that is already made their choice of something. But yeah, I feel like this person that may have had that energy of this Death card, they are pretty much finally going to bring about something that not much people really do during this, already chosen something phase. So with this Nine of Wands, it's kind of like you've already chosen, but it's kind of like, okay, will this be enough to achieve something that we need in life? So it's kind of like they are holding on to one of the wands, or kind of like maybe if they're currently at this point holding on to themselves, maybe they're hugging themselves, going like, okay, I did what I needed to do. Now it's just to see if there is anything up against it, anything that is trying to drive it away. So yeah, it's kind of like that. Empire did say soon you might need a super chat and money. sign for your channel. It's my opinion. Yeah, yeah. We'll look into it for our channel. See if we want to go that route for you guys. Um, growth is always better for the channel, right? Or for life, if you want to do it that terms. We do have 3 of wands for our final descriptive. Somebody could be kind of like, I would say kind of like at a crossroads of some sort, where it's like, okay, it's either if this lands or it doesn't. If it doesn't, I always have this pond or this lake to cross, and to make it towards somebody that I care about, that won't do me wrong. But they're kind of like having this placement because it's like it really was their dream to achieve it. So I feel like they're trying to bring this dream into a reality of achieving something that has been long awaited for in their life. And I feel like with them, if they're the ones that have walked away from this crowd that's trying to chase after them, trying to claim them for themselves, then they're basically just like, okay, I really need to make sure that I have some kind of, fail safe of some sort, in case if something doesn't get achieved on this corner. I can always have a fail safe in case if something ever were to have wrongfully arise. Second phase of the future, what would like to show up about that for Aries? Anything at all? For the future for Aries? It's kind of quiet. Ooh, this is a good phrase to tell you guys. All quiet along the Western Front. It's not the scenes from the movie that is of significance. It's the name of the movie, or an actual phrase that was used a long time ago, that may be of resemblance to this situation. So you guys could be dealing with somebody, or that person could be dealing with some kind of situation that is all quiet along the Western Front type of an energy. So you guys either take it or leave it, whichever spot of that situation you connect with the most, or if not the entirety of it, maybe, if it's spot on for you guys, Feel free to drop any comments to let me know if any of this is resonating to a lot of you guys. If it is, let me know. Either during the live or after the live. You can always do that after the live if you miss out on the live stream commenting. So, yeah. We do have Queen of Pentacles. So on the board entirely, we don't just have just the King of Pentacles. We also have the Queen of Pentacles, which is very interesting. So some of you could be seeing somebody that may be more feminine. Uh, I'm very like story time, please. Okay, we'll roll it out after the personal readings. So we'll definitely get that in for you. Um, so yeah, with this Queen of Pentacles, we do have some kind of demolishment of some sort. Somebody that could be looking at a pentacle, going like, kind of like looking at it. Maybe I would say their heart is still in love with it, but it's like something within the heart got shattered, I would say. So it's like they're looking at it going like, man, kind of like I would say a third party was like this happens to literally all the signs in the world. Um, you know, Aries all the way out towards Pisces, you know. Um, Basically, this is what happens is that when you have some kind of heart or relationship connection or some kind of question of like, is this person really my person? Trying to figure out like, okay, let's ask this person if they want to be together with me, and it's like um it's like God is going like, go ahead, go talk with this person, go connect with this person. And maybe the devil is like, I just overheard something. I get the chance to talk with the third party in order to tip the scales away from actual love. And so somebody ends up, you know, inside of this Queen of Pentacles card, somebody ends up, you know, talking with the person that they really liked, but it's like somebody was like, no, I don't like, I don't see you, I don't like you, I don't want to be in romance with you. I'm not connected to you, and it's like, you know, this person is just like dropping their head, going like, and storming off, and just not saying a single thing. And here's the point: after that very action, the person that says no to a very, very good potential of love, very good, like not just good, great, a great potential of love. That's when they go like, you know what, maybe I should have gone with that person, maybe I should have been with that person. And it's like, that is where the whole download of, you know, like, you should have accepted that person kind of a stage comes through, where it's like they denied them, and then boom, they get hit with a massive truck, metaphorically speaking, and they're like, oh shit, I should have been with that person. Like, oh shit, shit, and they go like, you know, quickly, you know, putting on their clothes, putting on their socks, putting on their shoes, uh you know, grabbing their keys, wallet, and stuff like that, and they're like, hold on, I'm coming back for you, I'm coming back, don't worry. And basically, there is a 50-50% chance of survival and achievement with that. So like if you were to come back after denying something, 50% chance you might actually be able to revive that relationship. The other 50% chance is basically a denial after your denial, or after that person's denial, either or. So we have the Two of Wands clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. So the Two of Wands is maybe kind of like getting out there, trying to check things out. It's kind of like right before the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. Yeah, maybe some of you guys could be seeing a little bit of a stretch of Three of Pentacles into this, but however, the Two of Wands is in terms of kind of like okay, I'm just stepping onto that boardwalk. I'm just starting to step into that sand to go see what the beach is like, or to see what the ocean's like, or to go see what the lake is like, things like that. Whereas somebody that's trying to experience something new. The Three of Wands is kind of like, I've been there, I've done that. I'm not gonna accept this anymore. It's too much. In terms of kind of like not in alignment with your positivity, your good essence of life. So it's like it goes from a kind of like an innocence side of life to more of like a driving force side of life. When it comes to going from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. But anyway, the Two of Wands, it's basically somebody that's trying to venture out there, see what's new out there. And guess what they end up seeing? Lovers. Or if you put it this way, lovebirds. It'd be like, maybe you and your person are connected with each other, or maybe your person and you are meeting with each other. Whatever point of view that you're looking at it as, or if it could be this way, maybe it's someone that you know of that is meeting up with their lover, and it's like somebody comes in going like, oh geez, what are you two lovebirds doing? And it's like maybe they stand up, and they're like, or like sit up going like, not much. Kind of like they are sharing the love, but it's like they step up going like going from looking at their person to kind of going like making sure that nobody else is thinking that they're together, All right. Oh, okay. Wow, okay. So guys have really got something to tell you guys about. Very, very interesting. I'm probably not going to place these cards out on the table, but I will talk about them. So we do have the ones that were overly shot out were the Six of Cups, which is kind of like somebody that is like maybe being felt left out on something, or maybe is kind of like there's a younger person, then there's an older person. The older person's like gnawing on their food, while the younger person's kind of like play around in their food and kind of just like looking up towards whoever's looking at them. So yeah, it's showing like somebody is kind of just going like, yeah, I made this mess. I made this mess. And maybe they could be somewhat proud of that mess. Maybe they could be somewhat going like, yeah, I made this mess, and I'm happy. I'm proud about it. Somebody in this live, either in the live feed or maybe somewhere during the aftermath, you guys could be noticing somebody that is kind of like doing this, like, I'm happy and I'm proud. I'm happy and I'm proud. I'm happy and I'm proud. And it's like maybe somebody could be listening to or watching SpongeBob for some of you, or maybe like for some of you guys that are from like the more younger generations, like anybody that's from I think 98 and younger. So yeah. So if anybody that is 27 years old, maybe 28 years old, depending on what time frame you're born in, yeah, you guys could be like anybody from that year of age and younger probably would remember that TV show SpongeBob. But anybody that is older than that, maybe you could be noticing this phrase interacting with your life. Somebody that's going like, I'm happy and I'm proud of it. I'm happy and I'm proud of it. And I feel like someone within that wave of time, somebody's going to be like, quiet. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. I got yelled at. Oh man. And basically, this person had some kind of pride issue in their life. So that's what this Six of Pentacles is about. Is like somebody that's holding pride in their life. Somebody could be either a negatively connected Sagittarius, or this could be a person that is trying to lure a Sagittarius, if you know what I mean. Somebody that could be face to face with a Sagittarius in this point in time, person to person, where it's like, when they have conversations with each other, maybe somebody could be like, you don't know what I'm doing with you. And it's like the Sagittarius goes home and they're like, what's going on here? There's so much chaos in my house. What's going on? Well, apparently somebody is trying to target this person. A fellow fire sign of yours, or it could be even you specifically. Or it could be just a fellow Aries, for all I know. Somebody's trying to attack them, trying to be like, hey, are you gonna leave? Are you gonna leave that person there? Are you gonna leave my potential lover there? And maybe the majority of them is like, no, I'm not gonna leave my person. I am not gonna leave my person to have you just, slide into their DMs. And it's kind of like starting a fight type of an energy where it's like, um, it, kind of like, uh, kind of calling in some kind of cat fight, or calling in some kind of, bro up against bro fight. Or maybe it could be just like, if it's one gender up against another going after somebody that they both love. One person is in love with them while the other one is going like, no, 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 you're not supposed to be with that person. I'm supposed to be with that person. And it's just chaos, guys. Chaos. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. And just to let you guys know, if you guys are just joining in, and haven't seen the rest of the live yet, I'm currently just going through some cards that are, I think we're basically just like a quick little message to you guys before I get to the rest of the reading. We do have the Seven of Pentacles, which is basically like, somebody that planted a whole bunch of stuff, but then one seed gets left behind, or maybe even one plant is hiding, where it's like, the rest is being planted, and it's like that person's going like, I planted all this, but what happened to that seventh plant? Where is that seventh plant? And guess where it is? Right beside their feet. Mm-hmm. So, for anybody of you that are more of a full-grown adult, this may be of a relevance term to you. For any of you guys that are younger, from I think age 20 and younger, you might want to be careful about hearing this because it is more adult terms. But for you guys that are adults, like full-on adults, people that are 21 years of age and older, please listen to this. Somebody could be dribbling, or not dribbling. Wow. Somebody could be dripping from the you know where. So somebody could be like having some bodily fluids drop onto the ground, or maybe if not, maybe if they've got pants on or something like that, maybe it could be showing up as some kind of mark on their clothes. For some of you guys that are adults, keep a close eye out for that kind of a thing, because they could be having a unwanted wet dreams. But there is maybe even somebody that is out there that could be of care, and maybe even some kind of relationship status with you, in terms of like, maybe they are truly your person, and maybe they're doing that and you're just like kind of surprised that they're even doing it. So it could happen. So just as a friendly reminder for that. before we do the rest of this. We do have the Four of Wands, which is in reference to somebody that could be wanting some kind of relationship to happen. Where it's like, do you, Mr. So-and-so, take your woman to be your lovely wedded wife? And she'd be like, that's it. She'd be like, kind of going like, you want to wed me? Like in their mind, but it's like it's just about to happen. So maybe they could be drizzling or dripping, you know what, down, or if it's after that point in time, maybe they get to over to the woman, and maybe the man ends up doing that. Maybe the church is it pastor or priest that does it? I'm trying to remember. But I know it's the church father. But the church father goes like, okay, now for you, do you, Miss So and So, take this lovely man to be your lovely husband, or maybe lawful wedded husband? And she'll be like, yes. And maybe partway through, the guy's like going like, yes, it's happening, and maybe they just don't know that some fluid is flowing out. So yeah. So that's just in reference to you guys that may be, more of the mature audience. So we do have Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. It's like these symbols, guys. These symbols go kind of crazy sometimes, because the wands look a lot like the pentacles for their symbol. So the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is based off of maybe a couple of people that are fighting about something. And inside the pictures, these two kittens are going like, hey, that wand's mine. And then the other one's going like, you go for that wand? Well, I'm gonna go for that wand. And it's just like they're kind of like tackling up against each other about that. So yeah. We do have some new comments. Empire's like, I'm still here. Jay, today you sound like my son the way you are talking. That's sweet of you. She even said, are you celebrating a wedding today? Uh-oh. So basically, there are maybe some friends of mine that have been around for multiple years, including some of my school classmates of mine that I used to have been with, that are actually at this point in time getting married. So I'm not attending them, but I do have some clarification of them achieving their marriage. So yeah. We do have that right here, the eight of swords. So somebody could be in a initiation of some sort, and that could be explaining some kind of loop-de-loop, or some kind of like some kind of gathering between two people. So yeah, that could be in terms that two truthful, caring for each other lovers finally come together and love each other and connect with each other, while this third party is being initiated for someone else. So I feel like their betrayal or portrayal of wanting to go after somebody that isn't really theirs woke them up to go for their real lover. So Page of Wands is the final one that was kind of like the extracurricular. Page of Wands was kind of like telling people that there's some kind of um, this gives me like somebody that could be like if it's a woman, they're looking downwards towards where that area. For men, or if it is a man, maybe they could not be giving women the eye contact, and they're looking at the the breast, or maybe even the behind. So yeah, that could be happening for some of you guys. Anyway, let's see what would like to show up in terms of the last little bit of the future. We have interesting. We have the 10 of Wands. Somebody could be walking away. Somebody could have finally realized their mistake, and now they're gathering their things only, leaving everything that they might have mistakenly stolen, things that they may have mistakenly taken in terms of wanting to one up somebody. They're leaving that stuff behind, so it's like they're gathering what they personally own compared to what they have in front of them, where it's like their stuff plus some, you know? So it's kind of like a whole thing of like pack your bags and go kind of a thing. So maybe somebody could be going through that type of energy within themselves. All right. And to wrap this entire thing up, we have the Knight of Cups, which is in reference to somebody that maybe shows their caring, wanting kindness, kind of like a, oh shit, is it too late kind of a thing, and they go rushing towards their person, going like hold on hubby, hold on bae, I'm coming. And yeah, this could be in reference that maybe this person that is running around with their cup towards their person nowadays, or maybe even in the future with this 10 of Wands energy, they're about to find out that maybe somebody could have maybe taken their person in, which may devastate this third party of your guys's, where it's like they're going like, hold on, I'm coming towards you, and they show up and they're like, you, and they go run off, going like, crying to heavy tears, tossing their flowers, tossing their chocolates, tossing all that stuff, and it's like their person saw it. Interesting. Maybe for some of you, maybe this could be a wannabe player type of a Sagittarius. This is not all Sagittariuses, but this is just a small section of Sagittariuses. Those of which that maybe is just like playing around, wondering what there is out there. Maybe had some, you know what you call it, daddy issues or mommy issues, or something like that. Like somebody that is going like, I'm not gonna love another man. I'm not gonna love another woman. I'm just gonna love the same gender of myself. And they go, it's like a woman that chases after a woman, or a man that chases after a man. Things like that. Um, but this is like their wake up call if it is this Sagittarius that is doing this. Or if not, maybe it could be this person that is resembled as some kind of angelic looking person. Somebody that could have some kind of, uh, I would say, what a lot of people call shiny skin. The type of skin that is like reflective. And that is giving you the idea of somebody was dabbling in some vampiric energy. So here we go. The Oracle side of things. What would like to show up about the Oracle for Aries? We have sheep. A lot of you could be seeing maybe actual sheep, or maybe some of you could be hearing the phrase of a wolf in sheep's clothing. So somebody could be showing their energy as like a wolf inside of sheep's clothing, or in sheep's look, where it's like they look like a sheep, but they're actually a wolf inside. To describe it for some of you guys that don't really know that phrase quite yet. So yeah, somebody could be trying to act with some kind of fortitude and cooperation. So it's somebody that may have been drugged, or somebody that could be on their way to being drugged without them even knowing. Or this could be somebody that wants to be drugged. So, yeah. Because basically sheep, they're always kind of like the acceptance type of an animal, where it's like whatever happens around them, they allow it in their life, and they even accept it to occur in their life, and they allow it to continue in their life. So it's kind of like somebody that doesn't have any cutoff book in their hands, where it's like, I'm not allowing this to happen, kind of a play in this situation. So yeah, some of you guys could be running into that kind of a situation with somebody in particular. Let's see what else is showing up. We do have the energy of the dove, which is very interesting. That doesn't show up much often. But it shows up energetically. It shows up in the most divine aspects of ways. The dove is considered as like a harbinger of messages. Somebody that is bringing about that statement, calling for peace, calling for harmony, telling people to not be backstabbish, telling people that like they should listen to God more than the devil. That's what the dove is about. The dove is like, don't be listening to that devil person over there. Listen to God. Listen to God. That's what the dove is about. So yeah. So it could be that type of energy that is trying to awaken this person that is possibly a real sheep, or maybe a wolf in sheep's clothing, trying to tell them that like, hey, look, you're presenting yourself as a sheep, but you're actually a wolf. So it's like trying to show them who they truly are, and trying to show them that they can cause peace into this world if they actually look into their heart. So that's what this dove is presenting to the other people, the metaphorical stance of animals in the world. Let's see what would like to also be brought out for our lovely Aries in this lovely lab. All right. Also, I do want to read one of Samiksha's comments. She did say, not trying to be rude, but how long do I have to wait again? To answer your question, I'm very close to the personal readings. So just give it maybe like a minute or two, and I'll definitely get to your personal. So we do have Bat as our final one. Somebody could be, I'm hearing like echolocate something. So maybe they have some kind of sixth sense of some sort, or maybe somebody could have some kind of heightened sight, heightened maybe clairaudience type of energy. Yeah, it's like this person is able to hear something deep and is not really easily heard of. So it's like they can catch something that that maybe the average day Joe, the average day Jane doesn't really hear, Anyway, that is pretty much the Aries side of the reading. For all of you personal readings, people out there, feel free to either stick along with your personal that's happening in a few seconds here, or if you have any questions about your own card reading, personal, before we end our personal section, by all means, toss your question in for anybody who hasn't quite yet asked yet. For anybody who is wanting to hear their statement of a card reading, please feel free to jump on in. Please ask your question, so on and so forth. I will definitely not forget about you, Empire. Um, so for you, Samiksha, let's go ahead and get to your reading, get it out of the way, and then we'll touch into your reading, Empire. Samiksha, let's see, what would the guys love to talk to you about? What would the guys like to talk to you, Samiksha, about? So there's gonna be Silent Hill. Is there some kind of like energy of Silent Hill going on? If you watch that movie, there's some kind of like energy of like, you have to be quiet in order to pass something, because like one peep and you're done for good. So maybe that's what's going on. But anyway, that's what I got. I gotten through um, like a clear sentience side of things. Like I was catching in on some kind of like I don't want to be caught, or maybe somebody around you is like, I don't want to be caught. So somebody's like that. Um, we do have the Queen of Wands, which is your first personal card. Um, the Queen of Wands is in reference to somebody that is like, it's my way or the highway, but in a more feminine stance. So I feel like it's kind of just like in the Rider Waite Tarot, it's like it shows a picture of the Queen of Wands kind of just like holding their wand off to their right hand and then looking off to their left. But while their face is pointing left, their eyes are looking directly towards you. So it's like maybe somebody could be like wanting to see something from you, but then once they see that, they are going like, okay, I have what I need now to talk to this person over here about what happened. So it's kind of like uh, maybe that's why I'm seeing the Silent Hill energy showing up as where it's like you have to be very careful about what you say, about what you do, things like that. But I feel like you, Samiksha, you're gonna survive this. I feel like that's what's going to have this energy end up as, is like you are definitely going to survive this little quick notion of an energy. Um, let's see here. All right, well, guess guys are at this point very chatty. Interesting. So we have the Five of Cups here. Type of energy where somebody could be just like, kind of like, you know, kind of like looking into the sand, kicking the dirt, or kicking the ground, going like, man, I really wish I could do this. But it's in confirmation of everything that you're going through is like, um, you are living a very peaceful, solemn life. This person that is trying to watch you could be kind of going like, okay, uh, I lost my bid on this war. I lost my bid on this situation. Now it's time to pack my bags up and go. So it's kind of like they lost their bet with somebody and was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna just go this way then. So yeah, because they have two other bowls of opportunities that they could choose from, or cups of opportunity to choose from, while the other three is spilt. You know. Samiksha said, "Hey, thought you would that you will be talking more about my grades because I still got a lot of time for relationship and stuff. To be honest, uh, but appreciate it. Yeah. Um, Here is where it gets into the grades section. The 10 of Pentacles. Um, 10 of Pentacles broadly is supposed to be like the you're being watched while you're interacting with your person. But however, with the sense of the grades that you're dealing with, maybe you are achieving these grades, maybe going over to your teacher and kind of like, I'm seeing you as like quote unquote kind of like the top student of your class. So you could be very much like so smart that like you achieve some kind of uh, reward or award or something like that, like something that like you can achieve in terms of going like, yeah, I achieved this, and maybe you could be showing it to maybe your future kids when you're older, or maybe you could be like, talking to your loved one in terms of relationships and being like, hey, look, I got this that I achieved back in 2025, or or if it doesn't even happen in 2025, maybe 2026, if it is that late worth of a time. But I feel like it's gonna happen at the earliest, maybe about a month from now, or if not, maybe even 2 months from now. But I feel like it's going to steadily increase from now until then, which is going to be amazing for you, Samiksha. Um, I feel like maybe somebody that got jealous is watching you with this Ten of Pentacles. So that's why there's like in the standard Rider Waite tarot, there's like somebody off to the corner, kind of just like watching from a couple curtains, going like, what is this person gonna achieve? What is this person gonna have? In terms of how they're gonna achieve this goal. And I feel like it could be maybe a classmate of yours that maybe got a little jealous about what you're doing. So yeah, you might want to be a little careful about these goofballs. These people that are trying to steal your work. But on top of that, your work will be appreciated by your teacher about what you put forth into the upcoming assignment and stuff like that you achieve, or maybe even if you look at it from like doing exams or assessments, you can do it based on that. So yeah, we do have the Page of Pentacles for you, following up after the Ten of Pentacles. So that's very interesting because the Ten of Pentacles does shift into the Page of Pentacles. So that is in confirmation of what I did tell you about, is that once you show your work and your completions, that's when your teacher is going to be like, okay, well, how about this? Since you have completed this, I'm gonna give you this candy, or I'm gonna I'm gonna hand you a a free homework night where you get to you know have yourself stress free for one night, or maybe even better, maybe this is an exam or an assignment, and it's just like you reached like top tier part of the class where it's like, maybe you reached 100%, or maybe you reached 98%, and everybody has like 97 and below, and you're just like top tier in your class. We do have, lastly, for you, Samiksha, as the final card for you, it is the King of Pentacles. You could be dealing with some kind of energy of sorts where somebody may want to try to get to bribe you in order to have that goal set for themselves, and for you to not be the one with that goal achieved. But I feel like you are worthy of that goal. You are worthy of that achievement that you have brought forth toward yourself. So I feel like this King of Pentacles person is probably going to divert their thought of wanting to steal this opportunity from you and go with their own opportunity, which will then awaken this person into their own energy. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much your reading right there. Thank you very much, Samiksha, for being around. If you want to, feel free to listen in towards like the ending of this live, because we do have a storytelling at the very end. You don't have to, but if you wish to, you can. And for you, Empire, let's see what shows up about that, about your person L. Okay, so we do have 1, 2, 3 cards for you today. So we have the Two of Pentacles that shot out first. Somebody, and this somebody that I'm referring to, coming from this Two of Wands, they could be excited that you want to have a deeper sense of the relationship with them. So it's like you're igniting like an inner flame between you and L, and these other people are going like, hey, that's not fair, and it's like, the waves in the background, it's like they're crashing hard. They're going like maybe like higher tides in the ocean. So it's like that's where the water gets very chaotic in the movement. So you and your person are achieving this and connecting with each other, and that is the most excellent part of this connection with your person, Empire, connecting in with your person, L. So we do have our next one, which is a little bit of a further in-depth part of the Two of Wands for you, is the Four of Pentacles. So this it's kind of like you and your person are interacting with each other, but it's like you're trying to go about trying to tell other people about this relationship by the time that it gets fully fully in line with maybe you know, being with your person in terms of having a family. Um, uh, Probably even deeper because I know you got children of yourself with L, but I feel like maybe there was something that maybe you and L had to like clear some tension with, and now it's like full clear skies for you and L. You know, finally coming together in terms of, you know, full on true partners kind of a thing. So yeah, you're doing great. Um, Empire was like, thank you, Jay, for your time, love, and support towards me. Samiksha said, oh, thanks a lot. It truly means a lot to me. Empire just said, I told him what I want, Jay. Yeah, exactly. I totally see that between you and him, you and L, the two of you guys connecting with each other in terms of uh, I'm getting the word vibrating this love relationship together as uh, you know, partners, you know, for the rest of your lives. So I feel like you guys are really solving a lot of very deep in questions with each other. So yeah, I feel that too. Many people are jealous behind the scenes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There are a lot of people who are just like trying to get a bite in the cookie jar kind of a thing, you know, or like trying to put their hands in the cookie jar and snack a cookie, you know. Um, we do have also the Ace of Pentacles, which is, I think, your final card of this energy you're dealing with, Empire, with your person L. The Ace of Pentacles is referring to maybe some kind of agreed upon decree with each other. Um, in terms of like coming to terms with each other, where it's like you both are kind of just like, okay, let's figure out what our grounds is with each other, and we'll figure out within those grounds what are the middle grounds with each other to uphold what our next stages in life is. Empire said, does he have another relationship? I doubt it. I doubt he has another relationship. I would say other people are trying to cause confusion, and that is what happened to me. It was like they were trying to have me um, confuse my person, but it's like they're kind of like a tiptoe in, tiptoe out, tiptoe in, tiptoe out, and it's like they're trying to convey some kind of uh, ghost reaction of some sort. So I do understand what you're going through with your person, Empire. Uh, you may feel like as if your person is with someone else, but your person, L, he really does care about you. He really is with you. Um, I feel like it does get a little bit complicated if you don't have a very stern understanding about your person in terms of knowing exactly how they feel or what they're connected with. But here's the point: your person L is totally with you. They're totally in care for you, making sure that nobody is intervening in your guys' relationship. Um, yeah. So here's the thing with Geminis, when they love somebody to their heart, they they basically are kind of just like they want to make sure that there is also not any confusion on their person's side. So even though they're trying to clear off any confusion from their end of things, they also are trying to make sure that everything that is being brought to them is clear and very specific and precise and true, making sure that everything is true. So, but that is what I'm feeling from your person is like he's trying to make sure that nobody is trying to back you away or back them away from you. Yeah, Empire said, "Oh, Jay, that was very helpful from your side of as a man. Very clear message." Yeah. So exactly like us men, uh, we are very loyal when it comes to our person. In terms of kind of like loyal as in really being together with our person, making sure that there's no confusion or whatnot. So it's making sure that like you and your person coming from the male side of things, that the two of you guys are well brought together. But it's like these other hating ass freaking hoes out here, they're like, hey, you're not supposed to be with that person. You're not supposed to love that from that person. But it's like they can't tell you what to do and what not to do. So this is what God and also what Jesus had stated in his statement from a long time ago about having a relationship is that nobody can veer you away from your true love, peace, and harmony. So it's kind of like a message stating that like everybody should never be broken from their standpoint forward ahead of them or even their heart relationships in terms of those that are sincerely caring, kind, close, things like that. And he said that even if you do love your person, the one that all humans love the most is that man up there, the man himself, God. Yeah. Empire stated, Thank you so much for all. I need to stop. I need to stop watching YouTube videos that uh, messed up my point of view. Yeah, exactly. There are the good readers, and then there are the not so good readers. The good readers are the ones that tap in very sincerely and know what they're doing. And then there is the not so good readers, the ones that kind of just only state what each card means and just leaves it at that. So yeah, it could literally mess up your life if you listen to the ones that don't really state what really is happening um, coming from that card about your guys' life. So yeah, I could totally understand all of that for what you said there. Empire also said, you are 100% true, Jay. I had been suffering for a while. Yeah, yeah. Including even my person has been suffering a lot. Um, so yeah, I really understand that, like, yeah, you're suffering, and also as well as some other people out there that may be having some similar situations. They could be suffering as well, such as maybe any relative Sagittarius is out there that are doing the same thing, or it could be even some fellow fire sign Aries, or anybody that's a Leo, or maybe anybody that's a Pisces, or anybody that's a Scorpio, things like that. So I totally get you on that. Empire said, yeah, they read the cards only only accurate. Yeah, totally get that. I even did try to see, like, okay, I think it was like before I officially did car readings for people. I've been seeing a lot of people who would just go like, okay, here's the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is all about, like, uh, you know, a circus person that's juggling, and somebody is juggling one ring after another, and that person, yeah, those people you gotta stay clear from. Those people ain't the best. You're accurate, Jay. Agree with you 100%. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty much so far all the personal readings. Let's get into some story time. So with that being said, I do have a little bit of something to drink while you guys are hearing on our lovely story. It's a little bit of some espresso. So yeah, it's like decaf, I think. So it's more of an evening drink than a morning, But anyway, let's see what story we want to talk about. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna grab something real quick that is relative to the story. So give me 1 second, and I'll talk to you guys about the story. Let's see here. Set that out for a quick second. Also, I did create something cool, like hand drawn, kind of a design of the poster. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it from there, but Yeah, it's like a really, really cool poster that I designed. So maybe some point in time I might end up publishing this poster and having other people see it. So yeah. Anyway, so this here was a keepsake from multiple years back. Probably when I was about 2 years old, 3 years old, maybe. But this came from my great grandmother that basically have ended up passing away a little ways longer down the road. So basically, she handed me this probably during her last few years worth of living here on this earth. So this here was like a keepsake that was left over. I think right before I picked up this what's it called, horse head statue that was kind of like what I could remember my great grandmother with, because she was kind of like the driving force of care within my family before she passed. So like she would always like be the most sweetest great grandmother you could ever even have. Um, yeah, she even though I think during her late years she was kind of like having a hard time with mobility. It was like her mind could have just um, large amounts of flow of words to say, where it's like you could talk about like, okay, great grandmother, um, you know, what was it like back then when you were a kid? And she would say like, well, I used to have so much fun hanging around with like a uh, you know sprinkler in the front of the yard, and having some fun with my friends across the street, and having so much fun with like a whole lot of dances with each other, having some fun with like, you know obviously she was a woman, so she was like, I used to have some fun with the young boys, you know and back then it was totally fine, like, young ladies would have some connections with boys, but um, they always knew who their person was, compared to these points in times where the young generations nowadays are kind of just like, going for people that are you know less of a connection with them than they are with their person. So yeah, so the only specific thing that I thought was cool was that not only was this just a cross, but it also had a bird there. So I was like, that is not what you see all the time on a cross. So yeah, it was a very specific gift, a very caring gift from her. Um, and I could kind of tell that, um, you know, way after I had gotten this passed down from my great grandmother, she basically said that, like, hey, look, I'm getting down to my last few years in my life. Sooner or later, you might end up seeing me pass away. So I was like, yeah, I can understand that. I totally see it within you. So she ends up passing away and leaving so much other stuff waiting for the family. that was kind of like, the horse head statue. Some of the other kind of like over the Pacific seas from the U.S. Stuff, an elephant or a Buddha statue or something like that. So yeah, she brought a whole bunch of good stuff back. um, but it was like to show what she's been through in her younger years, like when she was around in her 30s or 40s, or maybe even earlier, maybe even 20s. Like it was just like really cool to see that. So yeah, that was just like what a lot of people nowadays call like a you know ring around the block, or you know return to a memory that has been long forgotten, um, or maybe uh, or maybe even not forgotten, and it's just like not been brought up that often. So yeah, yeah, I still even remember her for um, the times nowadays. Like I recognize all that she's done, all that she's brought forward to, and even something that you don't see every day. She did actually try to have a connection with her person. I think it was maybe by the time she reached her early 50s, where I think she was with her person for a little while. Then they split up. Then she was like, okay, I really want to have my person come back with me. So she came over to her lover, said, hey, I've been thinking about you. I really want to come back to you and be with you. And you know, sadly, her person said, I am done. I'm through. I'm with somebody else. And he was like, I'm calling it done. I'm calling it. You know. And basically, she was crying a little bit and kind of just like ran off. And that's when uh, my grandfather started taking care of my great grandmother. So it was pretty interesting. And instead of the parents taking care of the kids, it was the kids taking care of the parents. So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. So yeah, it was a very, very interesting story, not just only to hear from my great grandmother, but also to hear from my grandfather by the time that my great grandmother had passed. Um, he had a lot of some stories that he had to tell, that were about my great grandmother, that at least he could remember. And even some things that my great grandmother could still talk about when she was still around. So, yeah. Um, she also did have a lot of old passports. Like, we're talking like old passports from like India, or old passports from like Burma, or old passports from the Philippines or something like that. So I when I saw all that, I was astounded for what she had. Like, they were classic, like really old design. Instead of having like a really big, um, really big um, passport, it would be like something about like that big. and it was like a green color. So I was like, man, like me being this young and her have been that old, like you would you guys see how long of like of a change in history it's been since then, where like passports have been getting a lot bigger. So it used to have been like that small, and like instead of people putting in like blue colored or green colored or red colored or something like that, it was just only specifically a red colored stamp into the passports. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's pretty much about the entirety of that story. So if you guys felt like that was a really amazing story, let me know in the comment section. Just like earlier at the very beginning of our live, we do have a subscribe button. If you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. If you feel like you want to share this to anybody that may be relative Aquarius, or somebody that may be a friend of yours that may be an Aquarius, feel free to toss it towards them with that share button. If you want to toss in a like button, vote, toss in that, feel free. Also, we do have some emojis that you can slide around. So if you want to do that, you can do whatever emoji you feel is best to you. With the comment section down below, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, queries, compliments, whatever it comes to be, drop it down below. Either if you're watching during the live or after the live. We do have Empire for the remaining parts of the comments of the live. Empire said, that was an interesting story, Jay, from your grandma. Was it, wow, it's really nice to have a chance to see our grandparents. My grandma is 101 years old now, by my dad's side, still alive. Wow. So my great grandmother, she passed at around 99 years old. So she was definitely aged. So yeah, I'm surprised that your grandma is still living to this day at 101 years old. That's shocker. You know, I know probably a lot of people live way past their 100 years old stage. So yeah, I could see that, but I'm shocked that your grandma made it past that and made it at least to 101 years old. So that's very interesting. Um, yeah, thank you so much, Jay. Oh, thank you, and thank you for being here, Empire. Thank you very much for any other lovely viewers that are watching for being here. Um, Such as for those of you who maybe have been in the live, or even those of you who have just joined. Thank you very much for being here. And I wish to see you all in our next lovely Aries reading. Or if not, maybe you can see the all signs reading some point later on in our week. So yeah, we'll get that in. So I hope all of you have a good time. Love and lights. Take care. And as always, peace.